The rain tapped softly against the window as little Ion lay in his bed, staring at the ceiling. The room felt too quiet tonight. Usually his mother would sit beside him, gently brushing his hair and telling him stories until his eyes closed. But tonight, her chair was empty. Ion turned to the side, hugging his small, worn-out teddy bear. "Mama will come tomorrow," his father had said earlier, trying to smile. But Ion didn't fully understand what tomorrow meant anymore. It felt like a very long time. Just a week ago, everything was normal. His mother would laugh, cook his favorite meals, and sing him lullabies. But then she got very sick. One night she was taken to the hospital, and since then, Ion had only seen her once, through a glass window. She had smiled weakly and waved at him. He pressed his tiny hand against the glass, wishing he could hug her. Now the house felt different. The kitchen was quiet. The laughter was gone. Even his father spoke less, his eyes always looking tired and lost. Ion sat up and looked at the door. "Maybe Mama is outside," he whispered to himself. He slowly got out of bed and walked toward the living room. The lights were dim. His father was sitting on the sofa, holding a photo in his hand. "Papa?" Ion called softly. His father quickly wiped his eyes and looked up. "Ion, beta, why are you awake?" "I can't sleep," Ion said, walking closer. "Can we go see Mama now?" His father's face froze for a moment. He looked down at the photo again. It was a picture of all three of them at the park, smiling brightly. He took a deep breath and pulled Ion into his arms. "Not tonight, beta," he said gently. "Mama is resting." Ion frowned. "But she rested a lot already. She promised she would come back and tell me a story." His father's voice trembled. She loves you very much, Ion, more than anything." "I know," Ion said, hugging him tighter. "I love her too." They sat there quietly for a while, listening to the rain. Then Ion looked up again. "Papa, can you tell me a story? Like Mama does?" His father hesitated. He wasn't good at stories. That was always her thing. But he nodded slowly. "Okay, I'll try." He carried Ion back to his bed and tucked him in. Sitting beside him, he began, "Once upon a time, there was a little boy who loved his mother very much." Ion smiled faintly. "Like me?" "Yes," his father said, his voice soft. "Just like you." And his mother loved him even more. She would always be there for him, no matter what. "Even if she goes far away?" Ion asked quietly. His father paused, his heart aching. "Yes, even then, because love doesn't go away. It stays, right here." He gently placed his hand on Ion's chest. Ion closed his eyes, holding his teddy bear. "Will Mama come in my dreams tonight?" His father swallowed the lump in his throat. "Maybe she will." Ion nodded sleepily. "I'll tell her I miss her, and that I'm being brave." "You are very brave," his father whispered. Ion's breathing slowly became steady as he drifted off to sleep. His father stayed there, watching him, tears silently falling down his cheeks. The next morning the rain had stopped. Sunlight gently filled the room. Ion woke up and looked around. For a moment he smiled, as if remembering something happy. He ran to his father. "Papa, Mama came in my dream." His father looked at him surprised. "She did?" "Yes," Ion said excitedly. "She hugged me and told me not to be sad. She said she's always with me." His father's eyes filled with tears again, but this time he smiled. That's beautiful, beta." Ion held his father's hand. "Papa, Mama isn't coming back, right?" His father knelt down, looking into his son's eyes. It was the moment he had been dreading. "No, Ion," he said softly. She has gone to a place where we can't see her anymore." Ion's eyes filled with tears, but he didn't cry loudly. He just nodded slowly. "But she's still here," he said, placing his tiny hand on his chest. "Like you said." His father hugged him tightly, unable to speak. That night, as Ayan lay in bed again, he didn't feel as scared or alone. He closed his eyes and whispered, "Good night, Mama." And somewhere, in the quiet of his heart, he felt her warmth, like a gentle lullaby that would never fade.